Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of Sassy Sister Southern Cooking. Today I am going to make you something really delicious. Now, as you've known before, I told you I'm the sweet tooth in the family, so it's true because I'll bake anything I can that is sweet. Today we are making homemade peanut butter brownies. I've got a little twist that I use for my peanut butter brownies. So right now, what I've got going on, and the ingredients that you're going to need for this, and y'all, I can't bake these for my kids because they would absolutely fight over them. So I have to be real careful with this stuff. But anyway, so what you're going to need is you're going to need a 2/3 cup of unsweetened cocoa. You're going to need a 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour. So make sure it's all-purpose. You're going to need, let me think here now, a 1/3 cup of powdered sugar. It's all of this is already in my bowl. So, a 1/3 cup of powdered sugar. You're going to need about 3/4 teaspoon or so. I just put it in my hand of salt in there, and a 1.5 cups of sugar. So that's what you're going to need as far as your dry ingredients go. Excuse me, as far as your dry ingredients go in this. Next, you're going to need some oil. Now, I use canola oil. You can use vegetable oil, whatever you have on hand. I'm going to open this little joker up. You are going to need, I think, I don't even measure it, but I'm going to use a 1/2 cup of canola oil or vegetable oil. So we're going to go ahead and pour this into our dry ingredients, all that goodness in there. So I'm hoping y'all can see my bowl here for this. Now, the next thing we have is we're going to have 3 eggs. So I'm going to crack open 3 eggs. So you're going to have 3 eggs in it, as long as I don't get no shells in it. I'm notorious for digging out shells out of our cake mix. So it's 2 eggs and 3 eggs. So let's look again. So what we have right now is and this batter's going to be thick. So I just want y'all to know that too. We have 2/3 cup of cocoa, of unsweetened cocoa, a 1/2 cup of all-purpose flour, a 1.5 cups of sugar, a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar to go along with that. Oh yeah. And y'all, you don't have to do this, but I do this sometimes. I put a 1/2 teaspoon of instant coffee. Anything that I'm gonna have peanut buttery and chocolatey, it just really brings out a really good flavor. You don't have to use that. That's really optional there. Well, hey, Miss Karen, I meet you. So anyway, we're gonna stir this together. So we're gonna just go ahead and again, this batter's gonna be thick. So just so that you know, it's gonna be thick. Let me think here. Alrighty. I'm gonna put a little bit of water in this. I'm gonna put about 2 tablespoons of water. I'm just gonna pour it in. 1, 2, 3. So we're gonna stir this up. I'll put the recipe out there. I try to write it down for you. I'm making a mess. Don't wear your flour like I'm wearing mine. Usually I'm doing this by myself, and I don't have somebody watching me do this, but that just is what it is. So anyway, so this is really all there is. Now, here's my secret, okay? You can put, hey Penny, listen, you can put chocolate chips in here. I have got, look at this. I have got 4 Reece cups. 4 little Reece cups cut up. I'm gonna put them in there. And then I have about a 1/2 cup of white chocolate morsels. Now again, you can use chocolate chips. Y'all, I am just a sucker for when it comes to white chocolate. So anyway, I've got 4 Reece cups cut up into this. Hey Miss Rudy, 4 Reece cups and a 1/2 cup of white chocolates. So that's what I had in there. And we're just going to mix this up. I am going to take my little handy dandy. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. Let's see here. Okay. Now, I'm going to use my spoon now, okay? And I'm going to mix all this up. Now, remember, again, this is going to be thick, okay? It's a thick batter. So all you're doing is really just kind of mixing this up. Hey, Penny. And you're not going to over mix it. All you're doing is just mixing it in. Y'all, you're fixing to see the best part. Remember I said peanut butter? Well, we have peanut butter cups, but we're fixing to have something else that's going to be yummy. Send an email, please. I want brownies, Rebecca. You know I will, baby. You know I will. Okay, so we've got this all mixed up. Now watch this. I have a 9x9 pan. Now, you can do this any way you want. I have got mine covered with tinfoil. So what I do with tinfoil on the bottom of it, and then I put tinfoil in it, and then I buttered the inside of it. I like to be able to pull mine out instead of trying to dump them. So, you know, that's just a preference there, okay? So let's go ahead. Let me see if I can move this where you can see me. Let's finish this. Okay, can you see my pan? I think you can. You can see my pan there. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna dump this in. It's a little heavy. So just so y'all know. So let's dump all that goodness. Y'all, I could eat this right now. My kids know, my family knows that I am a sweet tooth. Lord have mercy, y'all. I like the sweets. And I will make, let me put this in my sink. And I will make anything that I can get is sweet. So let's go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and just smooth this out. Again, now y'all, it's thick, okay? Normally I would use my hands to do this. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna wash my hands. Give me 1 second. Okay. My hands are nice and clean, so I'm gonna use my hands. Now watch this. My hands are the best tools that I have at anything. So I love using my hands. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and spread this out. And guess what I get to do next? I get to lick my fingers. So let's go ahead and spread this out. Now again, this batter's thick. So remember that, okay? When you're looking at it, you're gonna be like, oh, it's some thick batter. It is, okay. Oh, y'all. Let me wash my hands again, hang on. I'm not done yet. Okay. Now, our last step we're gonna make is peanut butter. You can use creamy, you can use chunky, whatever you want to do. I know, Katie, I know you want the spoon, baby. You would normally get it, but guess what? I got it this time. So, if you really want to measure it, I would say about a half a cup of peanut butter. Watch this. You're going to take dollops of peanut butter, and all you're going to do is drop them on. Drop it on. Just take you some dollops of peanut butter. Just drop it on there. Y'all, I don't think you can ever have too much peanut butter, do you? Y'all, I ate this peanut butter out of the jar. Or the container, better yet. Get up there. Y'all, this is real easy. Did you see how easy this was just to mix up? There. I think that's enough peanut butter. Okay. Now, take your knife. And let's just start spreading this in. Just all you're doing is cutting it in. All you're going to do is just make little cuts. It don't have to be beautiful because it's going to be beautiful when it bakes. So go ahead and cut in your peanut butter. Just cut it in. I'm going to cut it this way. Y'all, I don't consider myself a pretty baker. I just consider myself a good baker. It tastes good. It don't always have to be so pretty. But anyway. Okay. So we've got all that cut in. And guess what? It's done. This is going to be your brownie. Now, I know you think, oh, that looks ugly. No. When it comes out of the oven, it's going to be beautiful. And I want to show you a picture of it, too. So, here is what I know you do, Rebecca. Y'all will be sitting here looking with a bowl with your fingers. We're going to bake this at 350 for 30 to 35 minutes. Just watch it until, you know, your toothpick or your knife or whatever comes out clean. But this is the peanut butter brownie. Now, I did have my little own trick to it. Again, you can just use peanut butter, but I love the white morsels. You can use chocolate chips. Heck, you could even use butterscotch or whatever it is. It doesn't matter. And I also use my little twist on using the 4 Reece cups that I cut up, and I just cut them in half and cut them again and threw them in there. So they're all gonna cook into this. This is delicious. Now I tell y'all, this is delicious. So let's review our recipe one more time, and then I'm gonna let you go so you can bake this too. We have a half a cup of flour, 2/3 cup of cocoa, a half a cup of powdered sugar, a half a cup of oil, 3 eggs, a cup and a half of granulated sugar, and a half a teaspoon of instant coffee. Optional, your choice on there. I said the 3 eggs. Oh, and about 2 tablespoons of water. I had 4 Reece cups that I cut up in this, and I used about a half a cup of the white chocolate morsels. You can use chocolate chip or whatever you want. Dark chocolate, doesn't matter. And then I used dollops of peanut butter. And I put about, what, y'all, 6-7 dollops of peanut butter on this. And then I took a knife and just swirled through it in here. I put some tinfoil in my pan. So I'm going to bake this at 350 for 30 to 35 minutes. When it comes out, I'm going to enjoy me a piece with my coffee. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this. I hope you enjoy the video. I hope you try this video. I love you too. Enjoy this video. And if you have any questions or comments, put them in there. Hey, if you have something that you want to cook, or you want me to cook, or my sister, put it in there. Honey, we're all about trying stuff. So, I love to experiment. So, until next time, happy cooking, and we'll see you. Bye. Bye-bye, y'all.